Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Abhijit. Um, I've come with yet another update. This is actually not an update, but more like a conjecture with respect to the second half of this year. And before I come to the main topic, I just want to share um, certain basic principles of how a birth chart works. Very basic. I'm not going into detail at all. So this is basically a birth chart, and we all have one. So for example, if someone was born on this date at this time at this place, this would be their chart, and this is the first house, and so on and so forth. This is the 12th house. This is the 8th house, and all these houses have different significances. You might have heard this 100 times. There are thousands of videos available about how a horoscope chart works and how one would read it and things like that. So I'm not going into that detail. What I'm trying to say is that for every person, there is a different first house and different 10th house and so on and so forth. For example, if I rotate this chart by every hour, you see how excuse me, you see how things will keep on changing. The chart keeps on changing, so it's very difficult to predict about someone's future without knowing the exact date of birth, date of time and place, because longitude, latitude, that information, I mean, the coordinates are important to figure out the actual position of moon and other you know other planets, how to place them where, and also the sunrise and sunset of each place. There's so many things involved. But there is one thing which is very basic, and there's one principle which comes under the Brighu Chakra Paddhati, also known as BCP, where one can actually give ballpark predictions. Ballpark. There are some astrologers who are very good at it, um, and they go very detailed in it and they give great predictions. But most of them, like me, I can give ballpark predictions with respect to what will happen on what year of your life. For example, if someone is in the 20th year or 22nd year or 30th year or 42nd year, so each year, how, what kind of events could take place, and that is called Brighu Chakra Paddhati. Now, if you notice, if you see this little this slide here, so this is the first house, this is the second house, third house, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th house. 12 houses, 360 degrees of the sky divided by 30 degrees each. So 12 zodiac signs, each sign of 30 degrees. So now each year is your, so for example, first house is first year, second house is second year, third house is third year, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay. Similarly, you then again start with 13, 14, 15. So it keeps, this circle keeps on going. So the 12th house is more or less, it is the table of multiplication table of 12, because 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108 if someone were to live that long. So we all, would be in some, would be activating one of these houses based on what your what year you are in. So basically, if someone's already 31, they have already reached their 31st birthday, and they have finished 31 years, and they are running 32nd year, which means they are running their 8th house. If someone's running their 34th year, that's their 10th house. Now, why am I sharing all this, and how is this related to cryptocurrencies and the crypto markets? So let me just cut to the chase. That um, so the president of United States right now, Mr. Donald Trump, he is very pro crypto, and the entire crypto market, ever since he has been elected, the president has kind of rallied, and there are so many. There's a lot of buzz around that he's that one president who's going to bring crypto to the mainstream, and then other presidents and prime ministers of several countries will just follow suit, and basically we'll have a lot of crypto adoption. the overall market, the market of cryptocurrencies will increase, and hence the prices of these cryptocurrencies will go up, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's a lot of buzz, and some say Bitcoin will go up to 200,000, and Ethereum could go to, I heard someone saying 10,000, someone says 20,000, and then so they all conjecture. And you never know, they will go. I mean, eventually someday they will. But there's this little thing I want to share, and which is that based on the Brighu Chakra Paddhati, um, uh, President Trump is actually born in 1946. And so if he's born in 1946, his date of, whatever his date of birth is, but it says 14th of June 1946. Now this could, I mean, I don't know the time, so it's very difficult to actually ascertain his actual exact chart, as I told you, and it's very difficult to place that, what will be the first house, what will be the second house, and all that. But with respect to his year of birth, he is currently in his 79th year. He is already 78. He is currently in his 79th year, and on hang on a sec. Yeah, sorry, I was busy calculating the years. So yes, he was born in 1946, so which means he is already 78. He finished 78 in 2024, 2024, which was last year. Currently, he is in his 79th year, and in June 2025, he will start running his 80th year. Now, 80th year is basically 80th year is it falls in the 8th house. He finishes 79, starts the 80th, and this year for him is from June, say 14th of June, whenever. So that's when his birthday is, 14th of June 2025 to 14th of June 2026. And that date, 14th of June 2026, will be his 80th birthday. Okay, so which means this year, starting this year, June, until next year, he will be running his 80th birthday, and he's already 79. Now, 8th house, this is the 8th house. Many of you would know that 8th house is not a very pleasant house in a horoscope. It is a house of separation, taxes, sudden changes in life, sudden events in life, not always very good. It is also the house of death and calamity, and it is the house of separation, as I mentioned. So it's basically one of the houses which is not very, it's not a great place on any chart. 8th house is the dreaded house. So anyone who is in the 8th year, 20th year, 32nd year, 44th year, 56, 68, 80, 92, these years are the years of transformation. I mean, all the viewers who are actually watching me, go back and see if when you were running, say, 20th year or 32nd year, what were the events that took place in that year? Do you think those were the years where you had sudden changes in life, sudden events in life? Maybe it's a promotion, but then you were thrown into a totally different territory. Maybe it was growth, but which came with a lot of anxiety, and settling was very difficult. So it's not always good. Even if there is material gain, emotionally, this is a year which drains you out. And it as you grow older, say 56, 68, 80, these years are actually, in these years, your health could actually, get into trouble. If you are someone who's fit, who's doing yoga, exercising well, which a lot of people do, then you can, the problems can be little lesser, but mostly you'll see that these are the years where people have issues or transformations or there are sudden changes in life. These years are of where there is life-changing events. Okay, now since President Trump is going to run the 80th year, so all these kind of things where God bless him with good health, but there could be some health issue. He could be facing challenges with respect to things not going as per his plan on a geopolitical scenario, or there could be some kind of there could be some kind of event or series of events in the US which could drain him out, because 8,000, it drains you out. The energy is, it's very weird. It drains you out. So, like people not liking him and people going on the streets. How in India you had the farmers' agitation, for example, a couple of years ago. In fact, it happens every year. But yeah, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, it was very serious agitation, and there were other agitations also going on. So, as a ruler, as a king, or as a prime minister or president of a country, you find it very difficult to control that, and you are always in a dilemma, and it drains you. So similar thing, the kind of things I suggest. I sorry, I don't suggest, but um, I I think this something like that could come up in after June 2025. Now the big question is, if that happens, then what happens to the crypto market? Does it still remain as promising as it seems right now, or is there a lull, and then maybe later half of 2026 we see some growth again, and there are these, or there could be a major nosedive in the second half of this year. So I was also listening to a video from Pandit Shri PVR Narasimha Rao ji. He is a great astrologer. He has a lot of videos on YouTube, and one of his recent videos, I just happened to listen a little bit of it or remember a little bit of it. He said for Mr. Elon Musk as well, this is not a great year. After this, after summer of 2025. That was basically, I think, I don't remember exactly, but he had mentioned that it was based on the changes in Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, and Jupiter. One of these planets changing, and mostly I think it was Saturn. So because Saturn's moving to Pisces in end of March, and in May Jupiter is also moving its sign, and Rahu and Ketu 180-degree axis, they also changing. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, this is, I'm just throwing a word of caution that uh, the next rally that you get, say for example in end of Feb, March, please book profit, and make sure you still invested, but then you've taken some money out for yourself to reinvest later when the market drops, or use that money um, for whatever goals you may have, financial goals you may have. This is not a financial advice. This is just a conjecture, as I said. Please do your own research. And in no way do I, proclaim to be, um, uh, you know, that I know everything and this is it, and that this is how you should decide. And I am also not into technical analysis and fundamental analysis of markets and individual coins and tokens. So this is just a video where I want to share that if the entire buzz around the current crypto domain is around one gentleman and his likingness to crypto, and the assumption that the world will follow him. But what if he himself is not in a power position? What if he himself is not um, in a position to influence the world? Think about that, and let me know in comments, what do you think? And if there are some astrologers who are listening and who are into BCP, Brighu Chakra Paddhati. Please share your experience and what do you think, and if there is anything to add. Thank you very much. Namaste.